And now it is clear that the attacker was from India, he migrated from India, had an Indian passport, traveled on that passport, the Indian embassy in Sydney issued that passport. Now, my question is, and I think I have this right to question, that who's going to cover the damage that was caused to Pakistan through these fake posts and false information? How do we go back to the position before the Bondi Beach Sydney attack? Should we initiate legal proceedings? Should we request for an apology? Or will it just be part of history as a campaign based on absolutely fake and false information to malign Pakistan? And we've seen acts of terrorism elsewhere in the world. The murder and assassination of Harjeet Singh Najjar in Canada is one example. We've seen transnational assassinations taking place. We've seen this incident. And we know that India supports terrorism in Pakistan. Time and time again, the DG ISPR, myself, we've placed evidence before you that the terrorism incidents taking place in Balochistan, the incidents of terrorism taking place in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, they have Indian funding, Indian backing. And there is irrefutable evidence to prove that. In addition to that, whenever the Afghan soil is used for attacks within Pakistan, somewhere there's an Indian link. And the Afghanistan government, which is cozying up to India these days, what is the main reason behind that? Do they have any bilateral trade? Do they have other areas of mutual cooperation of great potential which they want to realize? But there is irrefutable evidence of Indian terrorism taking place in Pakistan. And they've not only funded terrorists in Pakistan, they've been behind the planning of terrorist attacks in Balochistan and in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Now, a country which has been suffering from terrorism since more than a decade, we've laid down lives. Our soldiers, our jawans, our officers, our children, our professionals, our security personnel, our police, every segment of society has played its part in countering terrorism. And we continue to fight this fight because we believe that we will be able to eradicate terrorism. And after so many sacrifices, to have this campaign run against Pakistan is really unfortunate. And a country from where this campaign originated, and most of the Indian outlets who aired this news without verification, they had no right to do this. Because their country is supporting terrorism and we are fighting terrorism. That's the difference between India and Pakistan. They've been behind most incidents of terrorism. And we've presented evidence time and time again. So I just wanted to highlight this vicious campaign against Pakistan in which certain media outlets tried to malign Pakistan without verifying the information. And now that we have credible information, irrefutable evidence, coming in the form of a press release from the Indian police, coming in the form of the Indian passport being issued, coming in the form of the Philippine authorities confirming that this individual, the attacker, traveled to Philippines on an Indian passport. Now, how do you vindicate Pakistan in this? How do you say that we're sorry and this shouldn't have happened? But we're very sensitive on this issue because we've laid down more than 90,000 lives in this war against terrorism. And every other day, we continue to combat these terrorists. The Islamabad court premises case, the district court case, the handlers were arrested. I held a detailed press briefing on that, establishing an Afghan link and telling you how that attack was carried out. So where Pakistan stands for peace, Pakistan will always promote peace, and Pakistan will always condemn incidents of terrorism, but it is the responsibility of the media to act responsibly and pin the blame where it lies, and verify the information and then disseminate it to the world at large through social media platforms, through television screens. And I think when I mention Hardeep Singh Najjar, when I mention these transnational assassinations taking place around the globe, that just shows you the true face of the Indian state. And the incident the other day where Chief Minister Nitish Kumar pulled down the veil of a Muslim woman, that just goes to show the mindset that is prevalent in that country with regard to extremism of any kind. So their society is absolutely disoriented. They don't have any narrative to sell to the world. They don't have any story to tell to the world. And all you can find within India is extremism of every kind being promoted. Because you have a government which believes in extremism, which believes in suppressing the minorities and their rights, and promoting terrorism and promoting extremism. That's it from my side, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll be open to taking questions to this particular topic, relevant to this topic. Yes, please. Either of you.
So you were speaking about disinformation. Oh, sorry.
वफाकी वज़ीर इत्तलात व नशरियात अत्ता तारड़ की गैर मुल्की मीडिया को न्यूज़ ब्रीफिंग। ऑस्ट्रेलिया में दहशतगर्दी का वाक़या हुआ, ये अफसोसनाक है। सिडनी वाक़े पर डिसइंफॉर्मेशन फैलाई गई। उन्होंने कहा कि सिडनी बीच वाक़े पर बगैर शवाहिद और तस्दीक के पाकिस्तान मुखालिफ प्रोपेगेंडा किया गया। हुकूमत पाकिस्तान ने सिडनी वाक़े की मजम्मत की। सदर ममलकत और वज़ीर आज़म ने भी बोंडाई बीच वाक़े पर अफसोस का इज़हार किया। सिडनी वाक़े के फौरी बाद भारतीय मीडिया और सोशल मीडिया ने पाकिस्तान पर इल्ज़ाम लगा दिया। किसी भी चैनल ने सिडनी वाक़े की तस्दीक नहीं की। मुस्तनद चैनल के डिसइंफॉर्मेशन का हिस्सा बनने पर अफसोस हुआ। बोंडाई वाक़े पर मुस्तनद चैनल्स ने इदाराती क़वानीन का भी ख्याल न किया। ऑस्ट्रेलवी पुलिस ने तस्दीक की कि बोंडाई वाक़े का मुलजिम तेलंगाना हैदराबाद यानी भारत से ताल्लुक़ रखता है। 16 दिसंबर साने के हवाले से भी उन्होंने कहा कि APS के बाइस हमारे लिए अज़ियतनाक दिन है। APS पेशावर साने में नन्हे बच्चों को बर्बरियत का निशाना बनाया गया। वफाकी वज़ीर इत्तलात व नशरियात अत्ता तारड़ की गैर मुल्की मीडिया से न्यूज़ कॉन्फ्रेंस, उन्होंने सिडनी में जो वाक़या पेश आया उस हवाले से बात की है और कहा है कि यह झूठा प्रोपेगेंडा दानिस्ता तौर पर पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ फैलाया गया। इस प्रोपेगेंडा मुहिम में बहुत सी नामवर मीडिया ऑर्गेनाइजेशन भी शामिल हुई। खबर की तस्दीक से मुतालिक सहाफ़ती इक़दार को फरामोश कर दिया गया और अब यह वाज़ेह हो चुका है कि दहशतगर्दों का ताल्लुक भारत से है। पाकिस्तान ने इस मामले पर